do. Woohoo-wee! Hello, everybody. What's going on? It's Cory. Oh man, I get that same error again. This is strange. It's not too big of a deal. All I gotta do is restart the browser. It's just kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, how's it going, everybody? It's Cory here. Well, this one is really, really special. I'm sure if you guys have watched any videos with me playing anything on my own, maybe even with some other people on occasional live streams with fighting games or whatever, I have probably mentioned more than once that I absolutely love the Dark Souls series and FromSoftware's games and Bloodborne, Demon Souls, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I've been wanting to actually live stream full Let's Play of one of the games in the Soulsborne series, one of FromSoftware's games. I've held off for a really long time, mainly because of the whole problem I've had with my streaming and the connection problems I've had, which I've talked about at length before. But the other reason was because I honestly didn't really even know where to start. I thought it would be a good idea to start with a game that was the beginning of the series, so either Demon Souls or Dark Souls 1 or Bloodborne. Didn't think obviously it would be a good idea to start with Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3 unless there was someone else involved and we were going to do co-op or something along those lines. But I had almost gotten to a point where I was sure that well, okay, what's it called? Dark Souls Remastered is coming out in late May. That would be a great place to start. Let's just do a live stream of Dark Souls 1 Remastered when that comes out. I love Dark Souls 1. I love all of the games. I love the games of the series. But due to some strange and unforeseen set of circumstances that have kept kind of popping up over the last few days, well, last couple of weeks actually, to be accurate, I got inspired to do Bloodborne. Not the least of which is that if I was going to do a FromSoft game, it would be great to do one that was kind of a way to kind of prequel into the Dark Souls Remastered release. And I figured that, well, Bloodborne would be a good one for that. It would also be good because I still haven't done a live stream at all yet from my capture software. My capture hardware. My capture card hasn't been used for anything except for capturing some snippets of games and uploading them that way. I've never done a live stream with it, and probably the most recent reason, which is gonna sound kind of stupid and petty, but then again, I can be kind of stupid and petty. Aaron's favorite friend, Dumb Shit Phil, has been live streaming Bloodborne again, and he sucks just as bad this time as he did the first time. And the final kind of kick in the pants was he just, and this like just went up today actually, the very first boss of the DLC, the Old Hunters DLC, he died in his first playthrough where he did the Old Hunters DLC. The first boss he died, I think it was something like 59, 60, 65 times, something like that. Like, he died a lot. And he just rage quit. So, bear in mind, he was playing on New Game Plus. I will give him that aspect, but the only reason he was playing New Game Plus was because he couldn't be bothered to start a new character, and he was ignoring the fact that the DLC is scaled for late game build, so it's recommended to be at a very high level. And on top of that, not only do you need to be high level in the first game, but if you're playing New Game Plus, you really got to be scaled for, you know, the toughest challenge, and you know, he's not the kind of guy who played New Game Plus at all in the first place. He just wanted to get to the DLC as fast as possible. And so he got his ass whooped. Now he's playing the game again, and he sucks just as bad as the first time. He's got his stream chat holding his hand, leading him through everything, and he just got back to the first boss of the Old Hunters, and he's once again getting whooped. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes, because even if he does make it past the first boss, to be honest, that's just the first boss. There's two off the top of my head. One's the optional boss, and one's the last boss, that if he thinks the first boss is rough, my God, he has some big surprises in store for him once he gets to those two. But anyway, I just thought it was funny, and to be honest, and this isn't to rip on Predator at all, but he did get this game when it came out free last month for PlayStation Plus users, and I was watching his live stream, and I did realize that since it was his first FromSoftware game, he hasn't played any of the Dark Souls games, he hadn't played Bloodborne before. I was watching the live stream trying to help him out, and I realized that, man, someone starting off for the first time with Bloodborne who's never played a FromSoftware game, it's definitely it's a tough one. It's a tough one to jump right into and try and learn all the ins and outs right away. And you know, just to dive right in, because Bloodborne is a tough game. It's definitely no picnic. But it's just like every other FromSoftware game. It's tough, but if you keep your patience, you keep your cool, every challenge can be overcome. Every challenge can be beaten, and it's incredibly fun when you do, because I think FromSoftware is probably the best in terms of game development in this day and age for single-player gameplay. Now, of course, the multiplayer is a lot of fun too, but you guys know me, I'm into, for like, you know, campaigns and story-based games. I'm all about the story, and I also wanted to, while I was playing this game, I wanted to kind of do not a lore through like a traditional lore through would be done for, you know, a game like this, but I also didn't want to skip it, because a lot of people, a lot of streamers, a lot of Let's Players, they go into play and just to, you know, take on the challenge, and that's really fun in its own right, but I'm the kind of person who has to dig into every bit of lore and all the theories and all the what do you call them, analysis videos and discussion videos of the lore. And Bloodborne in particular is an amazingly deep game when it comes to the storyline. So let's get started. This is essentially, as you know, Dark Souls was the director Miyazaki. It was his dark fantasy, kind of inspired by Tolkien's work, but with a very dark twist on it. This is Miyazaki's cosmic horror, inspired by H.P. Lovecraft in particular. And the way that this story is done is incredibly well done. It's amazing, and it's so much fun. This game is just a masterpiece. Yeah, there's no... I'll start online, to be honest. There's no threats as far as... There's no bell-ringing women in early parts of this game, and so... Yeah, I've finished this game quite a few times. I only have these 3 characters at the moment. We'll go ahead and start a new one, but yeah, I've finished this game how many times now? 4, 5? 4, I think. 4 and a half. Well, yeah, it's 4.5, and I lost a couple of my characters once I transferred some data over, but the first 2 characters are on New Game Plus. The 3rd character is my character is in the middle of the first game, but we'll go ahead and create a new character. So.
Oh, yeah. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of yarn and blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
You know what? I forgot to do that. I think I have my speakers on. I'm sorry about that, if that was echoing at all. Okay, let's see. So it's oh, I just what was his name? Just thought of a great character name, and I can't. I lost the name. I remember who it is. It's the minister from Trigun. Well, then there's the other minister. Chapel, the Evergreen. What the hell is the name of the I forget his name now. Let's see. That was strange. Sorry about that, guys. The stream cut out for a second. I have no idea why. It didn't lose any speed. It just cut out entirely. Huh. Strange. Oh well. Anyway, you know what? Here's a good one. I had the image of Deckard Cain from Diablo 2 and 3 in my head, so that's... Oh, no, I'm gonna leave male. Go mature. Origin. Okay, here we go. I've done quite a few builds in this game, although I think I always build off of what I ultimately want to have as my weapons by the end game. And I think Blood Tinge, I like Blood Tinge, but by the mid to late game I really like Arcane, especially with the sort of quote-unquote spells you get throughout this game, which on my first playthrough, to be honest, I didn't even know how to use the damn things. I didn't even know they were spells. I just thought they were items, and if I used them, then they would be gone. I didn't realize you could use them over and over again. They were kind of like spells, but now I understand that, and you know, it'd be kind of cool is to do something where I always either pick strength or skill, and then kind of have a hybrid class with either Blood Tinge or Arcane. But my best build so far was Strength Arcane, which obviously focused around one of the DLC weapons. Actually, a couple of DLC weapons. But I think I'm going to go Skill Arcane, but this time I'm going to do something a little bit more different. Well, a little bit more different. A little bit more different. A little bit different. I'm going to... let's see. I'm going to go more split down the middle than I usually do. Instead of going heavily skill with Arcane as a kind of backup, I'm going to go kind of straight down the middle where skill and Arcane are kind of split evenly, so that I'm not that'd be interesting to see, because I never use I always love the waste of skin, or the what is it, deprived in Dark Souls, where you have you start at a very low level and have jack shit as far as skill. But okay, let's see. think we'll start, because obviously you don't get anything that's really worthwhile for Arcane until quite a while after the beginning of the game. So troubled childhood, that would work pretty well. I could put 1 point into strength. The endurance is really good. Vitality is really good. Well, no, endurance is really good. Vitality and strength could use 1 point. Arcane could use 1 point. And after those 3 points, then I can really start to focus. But yeah, with that. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna try to not make this too long for you guys. As I've said before, I think I can take a very, very long time in creating my character. I actually kind of like that all around. In this kind of city, I really like the very, maybe not quite that pasty, but pretty pasty white-skinned sort of character. It fits in really well with that sort of dark gothic horror sort of setting. Let's go very, that works. That's pretty light. Okay, face. Here we go. Now this is where, even though most headgear in this game covers your face, as so we'll start with one that's close, and then we'll go from there. Why does the face presets change your skin color? He looks too old. To be honest, the starting one isn't too bad. Oh, I forgot they had this feature. Now this is a cool idea where they take the base face and then they make minor alterations so that it gets closer to the kind of this one's closest, so let's see here. Go down a little bit and go up a little bit. There we go. Okay, now forehead ratio. Go down just a smidgen. I like the protrusion. Okay, that works. Okay, eyes. This is definitely, I always go for really big eyes. There we go. Move them a little bit closer together. Length. It's good, it's good. Okay, down a little bit. Actually, down quite a bit. Let's go down. Oh man. Something messed up on my D-pad, or is it just, okay, there we go. Looks good. Looks good. Okay. There we go. Cheeks. Cheekbone height. Definitely up a little bit more. There we go. And then we'll just widen that up a little bit. There we go. There. Just gonna convex a little bit. Or concave, excuse me. There. That's good to me. Purse the lips a little bit more. There we go. Move a little bit more towards the sad side. There we go. That works. Fullness. I like the thin lip. Damn it. Man, something's going on with my D-pad. I gotta use a stick. Alright. That's good. That's good. Mouth. There's only one thing I really want to change, and that is width. Yeah. Narrow it a little bit more. Oh, I can't use it. Sticked it. That's why that one. Okay. There we go. A little bit shorter there. I know I said I was gonna try not to take too long. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Chin tip protrusion. That looks good. Length looks good. Chin size. Width, that's what I want. A little bit wider. There we go. Jaw. Okay, this is the one that go up. There we go. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. I think it saved the same skin color. No, it didn't. Or did it? Yeah, it did. Okay. Eye area. We're gonna darken that up a little bit. He's gonna be a restless sleeper. Since he's going to be in the waking world for a long time. Eye socket brightness. Turn that down a little bit too. Oh boy. Eyelids. Eyelid color. No eyeliner. No eyeshadow. No lips. Okay, here we go. Let me select hair first and then I'll go hair color. I just like going with long-ish hair, although not really super long, just more. I picked this one a lot. I don't want to go with this one again, so maybe. I don't think I've ever picked ponytail. Maybe I will finally pick ponytail. Or should I go? Hair's always a tough one for me. Yeah, nah. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go with this one. I don't think I've ever picked this one. The whole time I played. Okay. Wait, no. Still gotta do these. Brow. Okay. Now this is one that's. I want to get a little bit more. There we go. Some a little bit more angry looking. This one too much? Yeah, that's too much. There we go. Beard. Gotta get the 5 o'clock shadow going on. At least that much. Or we could go a little bit more scruff McGruff. Let's see here. What are we gonna do? Oh, there's a couple different... Ah, here we go. Now that's a little bit more like what I was thinking. Okay. All right, there we go. Now we can get hair color. They don't have presets? Huh. You know, I think I've always taken, oh yeah, that's right, you can change, thank God, I forgot about that. Let's go more anime hairdo. Not too blue, but just blue enough to where you can tell it's still blue. There we go. That looks, there we go. Now we're talking. Okay, pupils. Large. Very large. Well, of course, pupils need to be black. Wait. Why do they call that color of pupils? Isn't that the... Was it iris? Huh, that's strange. Anyway, okay, well, like I said before, you guys know me. I gotta go green. Some a little more aquamarine. There we go. That looks good. Wait. Oh, I didn't hit. That's right. I gotta hit the other button. Yo, MLA, thank you, buddy. Sorry it's taking me forever to make my character, dude. You know me, I have to get everything perfect, even though I probably will never even bother to think about it ever again. It's gotta be perfect. It's gotta be perfect. Okay. There we go. Okay, just this now. I just go with some kind of, or wait, this game doesn't have the same kind of, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, so I guess that'd be good. So I think that's it. There we go, yeah. Works for me. He looks sophisticated. There we go. Alright, we're good to go. Alright. Let's finalize our contract. Now, here we go. It's into Yarnum, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get this show on the road. Sorry, everybody. I know it took forever to get that done. Like I said, I'm very picky with my characters. I gotta have it going perfect. Gotta be perfect every time. Anywho, jeez, like I said, I love this game, and there's gonna be some, obviously some spoilers throughout this, but
good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
Man, here's where shit goes nuts. just have to shut up and let this play out because it's so...
Ah, you found yourself a hunter.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to join the hunt. Oh man. So, like I was about to say, I am going to, what I meant by spoilers, I don't mean spoilers like, spoilers for, you know, events. I mean, like, I'm going to, which, because that obviously goes without saying, I'm going to be kind of showing some more, like, secretive, items and things you can get. Handwritten scrawl, seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. Now, quick little theory, from some people in the community that I've heard before. There's been a lot of speculation over where that note came from and who wrote it and why they left it there in the clinic for you when you woke up. I'll give a quick sort of idea, which was presented, that it's actually was written by you. It was written by you before you went under the transfusion. As to why and how, I'll kind of go into that once we get on with the game a little bit more. But yeah, that's been proposed, and in a lot of ways, it makes a lot of sense. I don't know why, but I always try to do this. Just, I don't want to beat it. I just want to get around it to get the lamp. Although, oh, it's already up. Yep. Go, buddy. Grab these. Whoa. Okay. It's done. One of the coolest scenes in the game. Land. Right there in central Yarnum, the Great Bridge. I love it. Some more blood vials. Now don't you worry, if you haven't played this game before, I will be coming back here very soon. I just like doing this a little differently. Come on, buddy. Far this way. Come on. Hey, we got it. With very little difficulty, I might add. that too, that ominous sound. A little bit of a spoiler, that is the very first boss, actually, but, yeah, so, alright, here we go. Now, the way most people would have this happen is they would get killed by the werewolf down in the first area there, and they would awaken here, but I just like running to the lamp to be able to make it without dying yet, so. And here we are. We've made it to the Hunter's Dream. So, let's get ourselves a weapon. An abandoned doll, though, as I'm sure you can guess there's more to that doll than it would first appear. So, first weapon. So, the very first time I played this game, I picked the threaded cane, which is still the best skill-based weapon. This would be the best strength-based weapon, but it also has the best reach in its transformed version. This is serrated, so it's good against beasts, but sort of middle of the road. I take this weapon a lot, though, and there's another serrated weapon coming up, so I think, you know, I don't think I've taken the threaded cane since my first playthrough. Screw it, yeah. I take the axe a lot now. I don't want to take the axe. Okay. Now, this is where I change things up. I usually take the pistol, but this time I'm going to take the blunderbuss. And notebook. Isn't the bell here too, or is that? I get that later, I think, actually. But I can't use it yet anyway. But Gehrman, what's up, buddy?
Aha. You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the Hunter's Dream. This will be your home for now. I am Gehrman, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it. This was once a safe haven for hunters. A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you find. Even the dog, should it please you.
So, Gehrman. Gehrman is freaking awesome. One of the most important characters of Bloodborne. Won't get into that now too much, but anywho, let's equip our gear. Like anything else, well, I did, but let's see. Put the, just there. Okay. Alrighty. Anyway, so I don't know how far I'm going to make it today. I would at least like to, at the very least, beat the first boss, if not make it to Cathedral Ward. See how long it takes me to get there, but To escape this dreadful hunter's dream, halt the source of the spreading scourge of beasts, lest the night carry on forever. So, as you can see, this is basically a place where you're not, your body is not in the physical world, but is rather in a sort of dreaming world where you're not susceptible to the death and perils of the, as they call, waking world. Anywho, so let's get this show on the road. Take care of that werewolf in Sefka's clinic. I can't remember if you can talk to her yet or not. You might be able to, but not sure. It would be nice to get the item she gives you, though, so let's see. So anyway, our first order of business is going to be navigating through Central Yarnum and opening the shortcut gate, as well as getting our first point of insight so that we can start leveling up and get the gear. Yep, we can talk to you, Sefka.
Out on the hunt? Then I'm very sorry, but I cannot open this door. I am Yosefka. The patients here in my clinic must not be exposed to infection. I know that you hunt for us, for our town, but I'm sorry. Please. This is all that I can do.
That's what I wanted.
Now, go. And good hunting.
So, as you can see, she's very adamant about not unlocking the door to avoid what she says the spreading of the disease, which, just to explain in a basic description what that is, it's the beast plague, which is essentially what the hunt is for beasts, but she's worried about the disease spreading. So let's take this. Oh, whoops, I missed that. Whoa, Jesus. Screw that up. I didn't even transform my weapon. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my god. I actually died. Huh. Now that's sad. Wow. I went through the trouble of avoiding him the first time to get killed by him as soon as I had a weapon. Now I'm a little disappointed. Something weird was going on there, though. That did not feel... And I know this controller is kind of screwed up, but I don't know what's going on. Okay, so when you die, you lose your blood echoes. You see them come back, but blood echoes, they don't always end up on the floor. Sometimes the monster that killed you or one of the monsters nearby will pick up the echoes, and you have to kill them to get the echoes back. But there we go. Screw it, we'll do it the hard way. Cool. Ooh, wow, that was a good drop. He really dropped that on the front. Wow, that's cool. Huh. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, cool. That's a reinforcement item to get my weapons up. It's a much more rare drop. It usually just drops blood vials. Which, if you haven't guessed, blood vials are your healing items. The quicksilver bullets are obviously done. You can actually basically sacrifice a little bit of your health to make blood bullets, which you make in a set of 5. You can only make 5 at a time. Drain a little bit of your health to get 5 bullets. But, yeah, because actually, later in the game in particular, there are things other than your gun that use bullets. Like I was talking about, for example, the spells, basically. The way that spells are used, there's no mana bar, obviously, as you see. So instead of using any other resource, they use bullets. And depending on what the spell is and how powerful it is, it may use more or less bullets, but come on, buddy. Man. Oh, jeez. Oh, I missed it. I'm gonna keep my parry timing down again. Man, that was out of reach. Oh, dick. Screw it. Man, it's been a long time. Oh, only one jumping attack kills him. That went right. He didn't. Now you notice, oops. Oh, I thought he dropped. Man, nobody's dropping any blood vials. There's some Molotov cocktails. You notice how the townsfolk are calling me the beast, kind of acting afraid of me. It's been a theory of a lot of people that when people are in the early stages of beast transformation, they sort of lose their senses and are so afraid of the plague that they start believing people are beasts.
Oh, you must be a hunter.
Here's another interesting
not
character.
One from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yarnum has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good. Pale blood, you say? Never heard of it. But if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church. The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yarnum lies the town of the Healing Church, known as the Cathedral Ward. And deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the Healing Church's special blood. Or so they say. Yarnumites don't share much with outsiders. Normally, they wouldn't let you near the place, but the hunt is on tonight. This might be your chance.
So, as you can see, the stage is being set. The Healing Church. So, this game sort of revolves around basically the 3 major players, which I won't go into detail on what their roles are, what they do, but I'll just kind of briefly describe or name the main groups. There's the Healing Church. There are the Hunters, and then there is the Bergenworth Scholars, which, aside from like the beasts and essentially like different races, I'm talking about like factions and specifically the Healing Church, blood ministration, the whole idea of that. that's essentially what is alluded to very often as the as sort of the nucleus of the beast curse, and what all the plot points of what's going on here as far as the citizens, like the reason for it kind of stems from the, oh man, he went straight for the attack. Dropped your shield, boy. Okay. Did I get my, yeah, there we go. Sweet, caught this right at the tail end. So, I can see what pebbles are good for. Come on, bitch, you're not going anywhere. Oh, man. He barely missing that stab. Alright. Oh, let's get this open first and foremost. I am not taking on that son of a bitch over there yet, so. That's a bitch over there. But I am gonna open this gate, so. Get a couple more items before we do anything else. Okay, so blood vial. Oh, there they are. So, here's another door with this lantern in front of it. Now, this lantern is kind of important. You notice when there's a lantern in front of a door.
That outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
That means that someone is inside, and you can usually talk to them. And the reason for that is that in that lantern is a type of incense, and the incense is supposed to keep beasts away from whoever might be inside. So that is why those doors usually have people. And there's another one right across the way up over there. But where did the other two guys go? Where are they? Should be coming back. Ambushed, but where'd they go? Oh, here they come. Here they come. Okay, we're gonna go this way. I just realized that wasn't even blood vials there either. The scenery in this game is absolutely amazing. I love the set pieces, just beasts burning on crucifixes and the whole town, chaos. This bastard on. I don't feel the shield guy. Oh, there's another one. Ooh, there's a bunch more. I didn't realize there was that many. Okay. That's good. And you notice when you lose health, if you attack, you get health back. Well, that little section of health up top, when you attack and you have orange health, you can keep attacking to regain health back that you have lost, but it only lasts for a very brief period of time. So counter-attacking after you've lost health, there's a very brief window of time for you to gain some of it back. That's the regain system. But then you don't want to get too reckless, because if you do, then the potential is there for you to lose even more health. Jeez, come on. Give me some... There we go. There's one. Man, I'm doing terrible. I'm rushing in too fast. And I thought I'd have more blood vials by now. Oh well. Sloppy. I actually should use this because there's a reason why I really wanted to get that dialogue as early as possible, which you'll eventually see.
How's your come on? He'd open their door on a night of the hunt. Away with you. Now.
So there's another one. As you can see, people here are not interested at all in letting anyone in, just like Yusefka, who is much more polite about it. This guy can be a real pain in the ass if you don't know he's there or you forget that he's there. Because he's a gunner. And unlike dumb shit Phil, who forgets things 5 seconds after they happen, I usually remember things after my first playthrough, especially things that really either freaked me out or were... Yeah, see, something's going on with my controller. It's weird. There's a little bit of a delay. Now, look at this situation. Right at the top of the stairs, but do not rush in, cuz... I wonder if I should try playing... Oh man, another Bloodstone Shard. I could have sworn that that was him. Am I just getting a bunch of shards instead of healing items? Because for some reason I remembered that being... Should be one more guy. There he is. Okay. And here we go. Here's another area with a shit ton of people all over. Now... Let's see. I don't want to attract anybody just yet, but... Ah, there goes that guy. Oh, shit! They would see you already.
You are not wanted here! It's all your fault!
There we go. Yeah, I'm getting better.
I'll mess up your brain!
Oh, you will you? Not today, you won't, buddy. Alright. I want to at least pick off one of these guys before I come back. This area can be very difficult if you don't go through it slow and steady. Oh, whoops. Wrong item. There, I just wasted the vial. Oh well. Go get another one.
Help me! Oh, God!
Well, let's transform. This might actually help in this situation because... Just like I said, it's been a long time since I took the threaded cane as my my primary weapon, so it does start off weaker in terms of raw damage at the beginning, but it has the highest scaling of any starting weapon, and scaling essentially means that as you increase the stat with good scaling, the bonus damage you get from that stat goes up much higher. So, for example, this has skill scaling of C rank. The other weapons only had D rank in skill and in strength. So, as I put experience points into skill, I'll get more bonus damage. Now, that's how you learn to backstab. And then you rip their gas. I thought you could grab that through the door. I guess you can't. I'm gonna have to try playing this in offline mode and see if that helps with the controller, because this still feels very strange. I want to be using that as an excuse, but it does really feel weird, so it's, okay. There's only a couple guys left. I have plenty of Molotov cocktails. Let's just cook some of these bastards, shall we? This. Calm down. Damn. Yeah. Should have been using this a long time ago. There's one. Okay. Let's... That guy on the cart. I do not want to aggro him yet, because he's another gunner. Whoa! Where'd you guys come from? This is a bad idea. I better get back. No! Damn, man. Come on, give me some blood vials. Oh well. I guess they must have done... They must have gone on a patrol, I guess, and walked really far down the street, because I did not even notice that they had gone that way. Okay, well... Here, let me do this now. Let's get this image out of here. Now, those guys are going to walk far away, so in the meantime, we'll get rid of this. Blood vials? Cold blood dude? Nope. Now, almost every gunner is going to have bullets, so... This one's not going to work, but we are going to kill this son of a bitch with an advanced. Here comes the gang.
Away! Away!
Down. There we go. Alright. We're almost to the point where I can finally open up a nice little shortcut. But we have a couple more obstacles to contend with. Where's the dog? I know there's a dog. Thought there was a dog. Where's the dog? It's the easy way.
This time's finished.
Okay. I thought there was a dog. The dog pops out and starts whooping my ass. I'm gonna be really pissed. But... Now, that banging. There's some blood vials. I do not like that banging. You'll see what's making that banging in just a second, though. Alright. Is there another... I can't remember. This one's not... Yeah, no, that's it. Okay, alright. Note that guy over there. Okay, oh, we still have 7 Molotov cocktails. Now we're full on Quicksilver bullets. Here's where things get interesting. Another, wow, I can level up my kill. I should probably do that too. I really need the extra damage right now. So, there's some blood vials. Ah, here we go. So, anybody who's playing this game, remember this little hidden area right over here. Once you get to the top. Here is a place where you can drop down, and that's a very important little area where you can go to take a shortcut to get to a really important
I don't reckon you're from round here.
Gate.
Well, stuck outside on a night of the hunt. How you poor, poor thing.
Wow, sounds so concerned, doesn't she? I thought that was interesting. It sounds like there's like a party going on inside. Everybody's having a good old time while the city's going to hell all around them. Now, this spot. Never take these sons of bitches for granted. They hurt once they take off. Or when they just do that. That'll work. Got almost all my health back from that. Oil urns. Now, oil urns are kind of like the equivalent of almost any oil spell or ability in RPGs, where if you use it beforehand, fire does way more damage. But before I do anything else, let's handle this. Remember that banging going on at the door? There is our beast. You can move as slow as you want. You cannot sneak up on this guy. He will turn around. Oh shit, whoops. Screwed that up. Come on. Oh, I missed. Okay. There it is. Haha, I got some gun parries. Might have taken a little bit longer, but I still got it. Okay. Now I can go get this. Ooh, sweet. Sweet. There's another item I need. Forgot that was where that was. Anywho, okay, so now I'm just gonna grab a couple more things while I'm here, and then I'm gonna go back to that area I showed you just before, where that where you can drop down. Did I get everything that was over here? Yeah, I did. There's another area down here where this area is pretty important, but not yet. I better do this. Better safe than sorry. And just so you know, too, if you do happen to think you could pass up that guy over there, a big troll, if you walk past this spot and you haven't fought him, he will come after you. So Don't just think you can sneak past him. He will come after you. And last thing you want is that big bastard behind you while you're fighting another group of enemies. We are not going there yet, though, because I don't want to miss the chance to open this shortcut, and I can't come back once I go that way, so, just grab any last items that I can from over there. And then, we're gonna go down this way. Now, this spot kind of sucks, but that guy, we don't want you escaping just yet. Or you. Or you. Oops. If you do waste any time, those dogs bust out of the cages really fast. And then they kick your ass. Oh, there's the one that's across the bridge, but before that... Yeah, I forgot about something. Oh, this one's still alive? The hell? No, he's not. Oh, why is it? Oh, it's locking onto a dead dog. Yeah, you get a lot of cold blood. Cold blood dew is kind of like adding blood echoes to your stock without actually killing enemies, which obviously blood echoes are your resource for leveling up, and actually they're your currency for buying items too, so. Okay, now this door, and the person in it, unlike the others up until this point, is relatively important. Other than the very first one with Gilbert, who gives you the...
You're a hunter, aren't you? Well, do you know of any safe places? I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you hunters got off your asses, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what will it be? Are you going to tell me you're not?
Now, I don't know of any safe areas yet, but you can always come back and talk to her when you do, so...
Yeah, I should have known. You're good for nothing. No respect for the elderly is what that is. That little good you outsiders do. Go on, admit it. You think we're all mad, don't you? Well, go and stop it. I know all your tricks.
Yep, she knows all my tricks, indeed. Well, anyway. Alright, now, show you what was so important about going this way. Now, like I said, that drop down to this area. Go this way. Now, you don't want to take any other routes at this point, this very early point, because almost every way is locked except for one door, which it's not up here. There's just an item up here, but there is one door. Oh, and you know what? You can equip 2 items per right hand and 2 items per left hand. So now I have my gun and my torch in this room. This is where we're going. And the reason I want the torch is because this place is dark. Oh, that's it. Now, very important safety tip to anybody who hasn't played this game before. Another trap set up here, and this is a very infamous one, so everything looks good, right? Solid decoration? No, it's not. dirty old man. Will open up a Gatling gun on your ass if you don't kill him first. Pungent blood cocktail. Now this note is very interesting. When the hunt began, the healing church left us, blocking the great bridge to Cathedral Ward as old Yarnum burned to the ground that moonlit night. That's a very... Oh, whoops, I entered a pose. So anyway, that's it's a very interesting note left behind. Essentially, almost sort of insinuating that the healing church was more concerned about protecting itself than with helping the citizens. Even though you've been hearing about the healing church healing people with blood to cure their diseases, but they burned old Yarnum to the ground and locked off the bridge so that no one could escape while they just purged that part of the city. You will eventually get to old Yarnum. We're not there yet, but you can see what kind of state it's in once we get there. Now, screw it. I'll come back here later. For the meantime, let's go this way. Now, this is why this direction is so important, because this is exactly where we need to go. Can't open this gate from the other side. You have to open it from this side. So now, we've unlocked the shortcut. And since I have enough stones to reinforce my weapon at this point, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the dream. And I probably should just go ahead and repair my weapon as well. And it might not hurt to use the remaining echoes I have left to just go ahead and buy some more. Since I can't find any blood vials, I might as well just buy some. Now, you have to... The reason I mentioned early on, my first goal is to open the gate and get some insight, is because before you can level up even one time, you have to have at least one insight. And insight is the little underneath the icon up at the top right where it says 2,919. Those are my blood echoes. Underneath that with the eye icon with 0, that's insight. Insight you gain a lot slower, but it has a very different effect. You could use it for a number of things, but those things are all very very different than just the physical items and tangible rewards you get for your blood echoes. But I don't want to spoil that quite yet. You'll see what I mean as soon as we get to the we get our first insight. There's a couple different ways to get insight. The first time you enter a boss battle, as soon as you enter the arena, you get 1 insight. And if you beat the boss, you get some amount more. So even if you die, you get 1 insight just for fighting a boss. But there's also an item called Madman's Knowledge, which gets you, gives you 1 insight per item. There's 2 of them that we can get to fairly easily in, this is Central Yarnum. And so we're going to go there right now. But first, do we have... Yeah, okay. I really want to get at least a couple of these. Your gear is pretty much junk at the beginning. And I forgot that you could get this already, but let's at least get these. And I'm not going to bother doing anything else. That's enough for now. So... Put on the hunter's cap. As you can see, this is just a straight upgrade from what I had before, and a big one at that. So there we go. Now we're a little bit more prepared for this area. Got a stronger weapon. Got some actual armor on now, and we can go back and. Oh, Nah, I'll do that later. I'm trying to hurry now because I really want to get that madman's knowledge. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna get to the first madman's knowledge right now. It's gonna take a second to get there, but I'll show you where it's at. And actually, in the same area, you can get your first other melee weapon, which I was talking about before. So, now that was a big shortcut, but managed to get there in one go. So now that cut off a ton of time from the trip. Get this backstab. Go ahead and do the same thing to this bastard. Quicksilver bullets. And just so you know, you can carry a maximum of 20 blood vials and 20 bullets by default. There are items that you can get where you can raise that maximum, but for now there's 20 and 20. Any others you get sent to the storage box back in the Hunter's Dream, and you can carry a maximum of, well, I don't know what it is now. I remember at the beginning it was 99 and 99, but it might be higher than that now. But in any case, any extras you get, they do automatically go back into your item slots as soon as you go back into the waking world. So, anytime you use the lanterns, you'll get your items back. That guy spotted me. One guy behind the barrels, one guy behind these barrels. That guy's not gonna move though, I don't think. Kane's doing way better damage now. As you can see in dark areas, you gotta be a lot closer to lock on, so. Blood vials. Cold blood dude. And that's all the enemies that are there. Now, I'm not actually going to go this way, but I'm going to show you something real quick. Now, to the right, 2 werewolves, very strong, much stronger than the one you fought down in the clinic. So, quick tip, they are weak to fire, so Molotov cocktails, especially with some oil urns, could make quick work out of them, but we don't want to go that way yet. We are going to... Oh, and down that way, that is where the first boss is, but I want to at least level up once or twice before I go that way. So, we're going to go hopping across this bridge real quick. Once again, that way is a dead end for now. And, so at this point, all we're trying to do is you can see me yet. You. That's why, by the way, the other dog that was in front of the door, he's wandering around in the front there now. I still managed to kill all the dogs before any of them broke out, but does suck when they break out, because then dealing with more than one dog every time you come down here. At least from the get-go. So, now we're gonna go down this way. And we're gonna get introduced to a new kind of enemy here. These guys are fairly rough early on, but they can be parried. And it's not too tough. So I just don't like fighting them on these stairs. There we go. Got it. Now, at this point in the game, that's why the shotgun is kind of easier to parry with in the early part of the game, because the pellets, while they do have a shorter range, they do spread out in large arcs, so that during the animation it's kind of easier to hit them even when you're locked on if they're moving around a lot, because obviously a single bullet can't quite do that. But anyway, so there's another one of those guys. But before we enter this area, there's quite a few things that we can get. Number one, I'm gonna go wander around this top area and grab the items that are here. Cold blood too. These items are the ones that we are the most interested in, but we can't get them yet. We have to drop down to pick them up, but we can't do that yet. So, oops. There's one. Okay. This is balcony. Can't remember if there's any items over here. I don't think so, but check anyway. No, that's it. There's another one of those guys patrolling the back there. Now, here's the second one of these. I will admit this very much nice for this. Okay, there we go. It's always a little scary with the animation while you're swinging. Worry if you're gonna take a step too far and fall off. I don't think there are any. No, there's no beasts up here, but there is something very interesting up here. First, out in the open NPC that you can talk to.
Oh, a hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter.
Bold hunter's mark.
Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now. Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts. No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
Shake off cape. That's emote.
What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt.
There we go. All right. So, this is Eileen, the crow hunter. As you can probably guess, she's another hunter, but a little different. I'll get into that later once her role gets put into action a little bit more. But yeah, Eileen's a very interesting character, and one that you will run into several times throughout the game. So, there's no way down other than just drop down, so... First, take care of this guy. find this before that guy shoots. Go. There he is. Okay. I'm a cold blood. Man, I don't remember there being so much cold blood due here. Oh well. Anywho, okay. We're almost ready to start collecting our important loot, but one last enemy we need to take care of. That guy we saw patrolling. You see the light coming, and then see it start to fade. There's no way we're going to be able to sneak up behind him, but we can't get one attack in. Oh, I missed. Oops. Go. Oh, I missed the freaking visceral. So you have to be right up in their grill and press the attack button when you go for a... I'm gonna kill him before, yeah. Sometimes that'll happen, and it sucks when it does because it's like you get the gun timing right, and then you don't position yourself just right, and you mess up. Kind of sucks, but that's what happens. So anyway, now for the life of me, I cannot remember where the hell, or which one is which. One of these is the weapon, and the other one is Madman's Knowledge. I can't remember, or is Madman's Knowledge? Yeah, I can't honestly remember if it actually is Madman's Knowledge or what exactly it is, but I do remember that at the very least, I have to get rid of those. These bastards, but let's go ahead and grab... We'll go ahead and do this one first. That's this 2 stone shards, okay. Alright. So, oh, I think that's the Madman's Knowledge. And the plunging attack on you. Alright, I think I missed some items. Yep, there's the Madman's Knowledge. Okay. So we pretty much got the most important thing we came here for, but we're still not done yet. I want that weapon, and there's some more items that I've missed, so I'm gonna have to go around. These rats gonna drop in on me. No, they're not. Okay. Now, this can be pretty dangerous because there's a gunner up on the balcony up there, and we are trying to get to this ladder. To get back in before he kills us. This guy saw us. And there we go. Now I got you. He's not dead. There any more? Oh, there's 2 gunners, that's right. That's why this area is rough. I do not want to die here, so this is... There's 1. There's 2. On my first playthrough, this area gave me so much trouble. It never left me. I guess that's why I'm extra cautious here, but it's not nearly as hard now, obviously, but man, I remember I died here like 3 or 4 times from just the gunners and that one beast. So I wouldn't lure the beast in, and then I'd be open to the gunfire, wouldn't be able to parry, and it's just, it's a mess. Anyway, so let's finish up here. Let's go ahead and grab the last couple things that we can get. I still have plenty of Molotovs, so I'd like to not have to... One of you there we go. I was gonna say, one of you bastards is gonna come out. This should be the, yep, saw spear. There's our weapon. One rat here. Now, what did I miss? I could have sworn I missed an item. Maybe I didn't. Is there an item in there? Or there? Maybe there isn't. I guess I was wrong. Okay, well, there you go. Well, sweet. I didn't make any mistakes. All right, cool. So we have another weapon. Saw spear. This is a weapon with less scaling, but it is a serrated, and that was what I was talking about earlier with serrated weapons. Serrated weapons do additional damage to beast enemies, so very nice to have this handy in this area in particular. So now we could just get the hell out of here, and to be honest, I think that's probably the best idea, but I do want to do one last thing before we go, which is to run around this area in a circle. And you know, actually, now I think about it, maybe I should just go, yeah, screw it. You know what, we're gonna go ahead and go take this route, because I have my madman's knowledge. I can always use all my cold blood to get enough echoes to level if I should happen to die. But there's some really good stuff down here, and access to some shortcuts that I can open, and I really don't want to have to go through here all over again just to unlock the shortcut when I'm here right now. Even though there's a decent amount of stuff in between me and here, it would definitely help if I got it now. Once again, like I was saying before with FromSoftware games, if you're paying attention and you're always keeping an eye on your surroundings, you will be able to get a hell of an advantage against a lot of situations that would seem like they're very, very difficult if you're just to wander into them, which is another reason why, insert plug here, why dumb shit Phil sucks so bad at this game, because he doesn't even notice very simple instructions that pop up on screen while the game freezes, let alone information you have to be paying strict attention to be able to I don't feel like dealing with you guys this way. Oil urns. It's gonna come in handy when we're against the bosses. Okay. Now, I think that's the only item left. But is there anything? I think there is an enemy in there. I can't remember, but let's see. I cannot remember for the life of me what this is, but I really want to get it. So, Oh, another bloodstone shard. Man, I've been getting a lot of those. I didn't remember there being so many. So, I thought there was an enemy in here too, but maybe Huh. Oh, there's nothing else in here anyway. Oh, just double check before I go anywhere else, and if that's it. Yep, that's it. Okay. Alright. Well, we can head over to the next shortcut now. By the way, this is a very big trap. All those corpses come to life, and that item in the middle is just, it's kind of just like a decoy item. It's not really anything important at all. It's just, well, the description decoy item is a pretty good description, but, but yeah, that's, okay. Now, you know what? I think there is actually another Madman's Knowledge over here. I always forget about this one. There's 3 Madman's Knowledge. 2. Molotovs on weak enemies like this. Yeah, that is a Madman's Knowledge. Sweet. You know, why don't we try the Saw Spear out for a little while? Now, this weapon actually is just a pretty nice fast weapon, but its transformed state is very nice as far as range. So, and because it's serrated, like I said, it does some extra damage against beasts, so... Got another one of these sons of bitches over here, so let's... This one I might be able to backstab. Ah, it's just barely out of range, damn it. Gotcha. Not dead yet, but you are now. Okay, I'm starting to get my game back now. All right.
Wretched outsider.
Another.
Trying to fool me to open this door. Heavens, the depths of depravity.
Ah, yes, the depths of depravity.
Wretched.
Oh yeah, that's right. They don't have anything else to say. There is one other door though, and this one is a lot more important. Oh, it's not even a door, it's a window, but it's...
Who are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? And please will you look for my mum? Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him, but now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared.
So, yeah, get the decision to find the girl's mother or refuse.
Really? Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box. It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without it. My mum wears it's so big. Right. Oh, and if you please.
So, oh, I was gonna say, this is the way to open this. There. Now this door This shortcut opens up back to, just give you a quick glimpse. This area right here. Thanks, MLA. Thank you very much. Anyway, this is back right where that big door is with that troll pounding on it, if you remember. And thanks for watching, man. I appreciate it. I don't know if you've tried this game out at all, but hopefully someday we could get some co-op action going on. That'd be fun. But to be honest, I don't think I've ever actually done a legit co-op session in this game, other than a very, like, I think a couple really short ones just to beat a boss or something, but I never actually played a long session with co-op in this game. So I was gonna not do this, but like I said, I'm so damn close, I might as well just do it while I have the chance. So it's gonna cost me some more Molotovs, but what the hell, screw it. This time. Yeah, these bastards. Now, they move very fast once they get to moving. Oh yeah, and that stuff. You don't want to get caught in that stuff. Get these guys down, but I don't want to use my... I guess I can also use my gun. You know what? I'm going to show you guys this trick. Make blood bullets, then attack to get your regen back. Then I made my 5 extra blood bullets. Oh, there's some antidote for poison. And I got my health back by just attacking the enemies to get my lost health points. It's a nice little trick when you know there's enemies around that are not that tough. You want some extra bullets, but you don't want to waste a blood vial healing the energy or the health you lost. So now I can go ahead and shoot and not worry about losing any bullets, even though, to be honest, I've got so many right now, it's not really even that big of a deal. But now we've got those 2 birds up there, 2 guys ahead, and I know this room, yeah, this room has the bastards in it. Now this time I am going to use a Molotov. Aim for the one in the middle. And I'm going to say screw it. Now with you, do this the hard way, but do it with this one. I think it's a beast. Ah, damn it. Some of that health back. I didn't get much. Oh well. Got a blood vial. And another stone. Man, I'm gonna have enough for everything after I get done. Jeez. Okay. Now. Oh, and another. This is very important. Once you approach this tunnel, whatever you do, do not get near the opening of the tunnel. Yet. There is a way to handle that tunnel, but it's not a good idea to do. Go. All right, there we go. Got everything we needed right there. Now you may be able to see it down there right now. Very big enemy. But there's a trick to killing it, so yeah, I'll show you that a bit later. As for now, this is another really major shortcut. It's probably the most important one in this area to get out of this area, but Wow, one of the dogs from... See where we are? We're right by that bridge where the dogs were. One of the dogs fell down there. So, anyway, so this elevator now it's not in operation unless you get to it from down there, but it leads right back up to the first shortcut we opened by that house. I do not feel like taking on the trolls right now because I got my madman's knowledge, I've got plenty of blood echoes, I got enough for level ups out the ass, so we're just gonna go straight through. I've already killed everybody here. And you know, I've been going for almost 2 hours. I think I'm gonna just cut the stream here as soon as we get back to Hunter's Dream, and I will, I'll take on the boss in the next session. Because I didn't, actually, I'm making really good time. We're going through Central Yarnum pretty quick. I'm already to a point where oh, I forgot to use the Madman's knowledge. That was stupid. I'm gonna have to use it and then come back. Oh, this is actually a good idea, though. I can go get another, file from Yosefka. Which, by the way, with Yosefka's vial, now bear in mind she won't give you these forever, but she will give them to you for quite a long time. And the thing about the blood vials, or Yosefka's blood vials, is that she'll only give you one at a time. So she won't give you another one until you use it and leave the area and come back. So, so that's why I couldn't just run back to the clinic and grab another one after I used my first one. But
you're safe, thank goodness.
You can kind of see a little bit.
But I'm afraid nothing will change. I cannot open the door. I'll do what I can, of course. Perhaps this will help you, if only in some small way. Now go. I pray for your safety.
Okay, so we got another one. And also, just so you know, the Yosefka's blood vial, they do heal a little bit more than the regular blood vials. There's a handful of NPCs in the game that give you special healing items, and all of them have that effect. Some of them have bonus effects, and that is what we needed the insight for. The doll is, now you see what the doll, you have the insight to see the doll.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you, to embolden your sickly spirit.
I also have enough insight now to get another item from the messengers, is what those guys are called. Those little pasty white guys that look like little ghouls. So, channel blood echoes to level up.
Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
So, we need to raise our vitality, definitely. We're getting hit way too hard. Now let's see here. That will raise the attack for both weapons. I didn't use any of my other items yet, but what happens if we... Strength isn't going to help either of these weapons, so we can just go ahead and put points into skill for now.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
So anyway, that's how you level up. Very similar to Dark Souls, where you just get one skill point and you put it into basically whatever you want. And oh, you know what? I wasn't even thinking about that part. But let's see what we have here. A pungent blood cocktail. Now that's a really nice item for beasts. But we'll get to that later. Yeah. Consume insight and ring the beckoning bell to enlist the cooperation of hunters from other worlds. Now this is your co-op item, and then the silencing blank and such forms of cooperation. That's how you stop co-op. And then this item, if I remember correctly, the old hunter bell. This is an item related to the DLC, which obviously we can't really access yet, nor would we really want to even if we could. Oh, and by the way, as far as your storage box, your blood echoes and your your blood vials, excuse me, your blood vials and your quicksilver bullets, they will replenish normally when you leave the hunter's dream, but every other item, the consumables, those you have to pull out manually. So, like the Molotov cocktails, I had one extra one saved, but I had to pull it out myself. So, anyway, I'm going to repair these weapons, and I think that'll be it for now. I might do a couple little other things, but yeah, man, that was a pretty long session. Just the first session, but that went pretty well. Almost at the 2-hour mark, yeah. So, anyway, I think we'll call it a day for Bloodborne. Thank you very much for watching. Man, like I said, I really, really like this game. And if any of you guys ever want to, jump in with some co-op, feel free to message me on PSN, AxumRed. And aside from that, stay tuned for more Bloodborne coming soon, as well as some other live streams from me, MLA, and Predator. In any case, thank you very much, guys, and I will catch you guys in the near future. So have a good one. Peace out.